We ought to obey God rather than men. Boy, that's quite a principle that we need to really pray through, because we ourselves are going to be faced many times with the issue of what's called civil disobedience, where the laws or the requirements that are imposed upon us are contrary to what we know God would have us do. And that puts us in a very strange conflict, because Romans 13 and other passages tell us that we should abide by the laws of the land. We're not here. You'll notice that there was no attempt in the Bible for people to try to straighten out the political situation. The king was the king. He was appointed by God. You may hate him. He may be bad, but he's still appointed by God. So there's a duty there of to a certain level of obedience. Keep the peace. Be peaceable among all men and so forth. But there is a point at which it is appropriate to stand tall. And this is one of them here. And we're going to find places in our life as we go forward in a very turbulent world. It's going to get more turbulent as the years pass by. We know that for a lot of reasons. And we're going to be confronted with a similar situation where we're going to have to choose to be very unpopular, to be a biblical Christian in many, many places where it's been very comfortable is not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be politically correct anymore. And we're going to need to understand that there are times, and they have to be chosen very carefully and by the leading of the Spirit, but to stand tall. And here, that's what Peter does, just that. He says, we ought to obey God rather than men. Here it's crisp and definitive. Sometimes it's not as crisp or definitive. And so believers are commanded to obey civil authority, except when it comes in conflict with the direct commandment of God. And Romans 13, the first 7 chapters, is a good guide for you to review at your leisure. Let's continue in verse 30 here. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew